All right, so we're going to look at section 3.2, solutions to linear equations in two variables. A linear equation with two variables is something like this that I have up here. 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. Our end goal here is to be able to graph lines. And we'll see why these are lines here shortly, either in this section, probably in the next section. But our end goal here is going to be to graph lines. And so in the last section, we learned to put points on a graph, and that's going to be the first tool that we need. And now we're going to start exploring what solutions for these things look like. So solutions are ordered pairs that make the equation true. So for instance, on this one, I have 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. 6 comma 0 is a solution. Why is it a solution? Because if I take 6 and put it in for x, and 0 and put it in for y, when I do the arithmetic, the equal sign works. So you'll notice I wrote this with an equal sign and a question mark over it. I'm asking myself, does this equal sign actually work with these numbers that I just plugged in? And if you multiply it out, 2 times 6 is 12, 3 times 0 is 12, and certainly 12 plus 0 is 12. So the equal sign works just fine. And that's what we're looking for here. We're going to be looking for pairs of numbers that together make the equation true. So we're going to take one small step towards doing that here in this section. Because unfortunately, well, or fortunately, I don't know, it kind of depends on what you think. I like these, so it doesn't bother me any. But solutions here are going to be infinite, which means that's a lot. You're never going to find them all. But so we're going to start looking at how to work with these equations and get ready for the next section. In section 3.3, we will actually start graphing these equations. So let's get a new board here and we'll see what we're going to do with these. All right, so here's the problem I want to do, and this will really basically summarize this whole section. So this is another really quick little section. Fill in the ordered pairs. So I have 3 ordered pairs here, and you'll notice that the first one has nothing in place for x and a 2 for y. The second one has 0 for x and nothing for y, and the third one has nothing for x and 0 for y. So we want to find the missing pieces that will make these ordered pairs work for this equation. Negative 2x plus 5y is equal to negative 4. All right, so here's the thing. I have this set up with ordered pairs. It just as well could have been set up looking like this with a table where we have some missing pieces. And these are exactly the same thing. It's just a little bit different format. With the table, each row is an ordered pair, just like my 3 sets of parentheses. So I'm actually going to get rid of that, but I wanted you to see that because it's the exact same problem, just set up a little bit differently. All right, so you'll notice I labeled my 3 ordered pairs, 1, 2, and 3, so we could track them over here. The first one, blank and 2. So remember, 2 here is the y coordinate, right? X is always first, y is second. So I took my equation and I put in 2 for y. Now, 5 times 2 is 10, so I can do that. And now this is just a little equation where all I am missing is x. So I subtract my 10 and get negative 14. Divide both sides by negative 2, and that gives me x is equal to 7. And so now I'm just going to come back over here, and I'm going to put that 7 in for x into the ordered pair. For the second one, now I have an x coordinate of 0, and I'm trying to find y. So again, I take 0, and it goes in for x, because that's the one that I am given. Now the nice thing here is that anything times 0 is just 0, and so that piece just drops out. And that's actually a really nice little bit of information, and it's going to be really handy as we get into the next section. So hang on to that idea, that 0 makes things really easy. So that goes away. All I have to do is divide both sides by 5. I get this really ugly fraction. I get negative 4/5, but you know what? That's okay. We can work with fractions. So we get negative 4 over 5 for the fraction there. Last one, this time I have 0 for y and a blank for x. So I'm going to take the 0, I'm going to put it in for y, and just like on the last one, 0 makes things easy. Anything times 0 is 0, that piece is just going to drop out. So I have negative 2x equals negative 4, I divide both sides by negative 2, and I get an x value then of 2. And that's really this entire section. You're going to be given ordered pairs where you only have half of it, either x or y. you're going to plug in that number that you do have and find the missing piece that goes with it. And so that's section 3.2. It's really nice. And so I know you can do this. Have fun with it. Bye.